Oui, je parle français, mais c'est...
Est-ce que je pourrais aller au micro, s'il vous plaît?
Oui, je parle français, mais c'est difficile pour étudier en français à ce moment. Mais...
Si vous avez de la difficulté, vous pouvez passer à l'anglais.
J'espère en juillet et août, je serai prêt pour toutes les interviews en français aussi. J'hésite un petit peu parce que j'ai un petit problème avec la grammaire et les mots et les expressions spécifiques pour les sujets comme les gaz naturels, par exemple. C'est compliqué et j'ai besoin d'un cours intensif, je pense, pour 2 ou 3 semaines.
Bon, ben ouais. Vous avez dit beaucoup de mots en français.
Vous avez une question?
Oui, j'aimerais savoir, M. Duplessis, avez-vous l'intention de vous présenter aux prochaines élections provinciales?
Oh oui, c'est j'ai oublié de dire ça. Oui, à Fredericton North.
Fredericton
North. Le nouveau
circonscription. C'est circonscription.
Circonscription, oui.
Et vous, M. Lamrock, est-ce que vous allez vous présenter également?
J'ai dit l'autre journée que je n'ai pas décidé. Je dois dire que, comme beaucoup de Néo-Brunswickois, je trouve que Dominic a beaucoup de force dans ses efforts et j'aurai, j'imagine, une annonce dans l'automne.
Très bien.
Brian, were you ever approached by the Liberals, or did you ever consider the Liberal Party?
Well, that's really a really good question because I did so much, and Kelly and I have talked about that. I did so much on the poverty reduction plan with Kelly and with the Liberals, but that was a non-partisan, bipartisan effort. And in the last election, it was the Conservatives and the NDP that both asked me to run in the Fredericton area. But to be honest, did I consider it this time? No. I've never considered running before, and this time, no. I really believe in New Brunswick, what we've seen is that exchange of liberal, conservative, conservative, liberal, and I don't see any hope in the near future that the Liberals will actually change the patterns that we've seen established. And I see them moving and chasing to the right. I don't see them, they present themselves as being in the center. I don't see them in the center. And I don't see anything different from what's gotten us into the situation we are now.
What did Premier Allward say when you said you were joining the NDP?
I thought the conversation would be about 5 minutes. We ended up with a 45-minute conversation, and a couple of things that he shared with me are confidential, so I would respect that. But a couple of things he said kind of surprised me, and one of them was he's always felt that there should be more than 2 parties in the legislature. But I think he said that publicly as well, that healthy for democracy to have more than 2 parties. And he was very supportive. He understood what I was doing and why, and we did talk about those things that I mentioned earlier. He fully understood it. I think he would have liked if I had been able to join them. And I told him this. I said, you know, if, for example, we end up with a minority government, which is a real possibility in the next election, I would hope that if it's the NDP forming the minority, that he'd be able to work on some of these common policies. If he was still premier and the NDP held the balance of power, we would work with them. I shared with him that Dominic Carty has great personal respect for him, as I do, and he expressed to me that he has great personal respect for Dominic as well. He has found it very refreshing to be able to work with Dominic in bringing forth, for example, the patronage bill, and with some of the other initiatives that Dominic has been bringing forth as well. So, the Premier's a nice guy, and his heart's in the right place. He's in a difficult situation in a party that I think has gone to the right of him. I will share with you that as I was leaving the meeting, when we had been talking about some of these things, I said, well, you know, really, I know you're really a red Tory at heart. I said, really, maybe you could join us. And he kind of laughed, and I said, I think I went too far, didn't I? he kind of agreed. I think we're going to do it respectfully. I told him that what I plan to do personally is deal with policies, deal with programs, and not be attacking individuals. He expressed the same interest. He said that he's tried to do personally, and I think he does do that. And I think that if we can go into this next election with that approach, with the bringing forth ideas, bringing forth proposals that can be discussed in depth and understood